Leo, we're going to do your yearly reading for 2021, and this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for every single person that watches this video. Energies can be transferable, so keep that in mind. And I pre-shuffled all of these decks, but I like to give them a little bit more of a shuffle. This is a yearly reading, so it's going to be pretty general. Try to keep an open mind. Let's go ahead and start by looking at your life path and shadow. So, life path for Leo. 2021 guidance. I have the Five of Earth, recognizing having an abundance mindset even if you lack resources. Even if you feel like you lack resources, you might learn inner resourcefulness maybe. Sorry for my nails, I've been painting the last couple days, but let's go ahead and clarify right now. Five of Earth for Leo's life path. I just feel like it's a definite, like, recognizing your worth, because this character here is, I mean, not necessarily, it's kind of a seemingly decrepit tree, but it has an abundance. I mean, and it has a lot of it is able to grow into a huge tree, especially with community around it. So, life path for Leo. You're walking away from suppressing yourself. I feel like you were emotionally suppressing yourself with maybe limiting beliefs without even realizing it. Like they might have been like little voices way back in the back of your head that you didn't even realize, but you're moving out of that energy. You're moving out of the energy of suppressing yourself and suppressing what you can imagine for yourself, what you believe is possible for yourself. So I feel like your life purpose is to burn away other people's suppressions as well. I feel like as you break free, as you drop the wands, as you drop the burdens, you share enrichment with all the trees around you. You enrich all of the trees around you when you heal yourself and walk away into what is unknown and start to gain enrichment there. Oh, that was good. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your shadow, Leo. Leo's shadow, please. Giving yourself away too easily, I feel like. We have the Four of Earth, the Three of Rainbows, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you lose your abundance, you lose your control, your security when you give yourself away too freely. Also, for some of you, it's the exact opposite. You are clinging to your resources, your stability, and your security, and refusing any, because this is kind of like the Three of Pentacles. So you might be refusing to collaborate with people outside of you, refusing love offers for a lot of you, just not really working well with others because you're afraid of anything being jeopardized. So that is your shadow. Fear of sharing for some of you, which is not for all of you, because I feel like for a lot of you, it's you give yourself away too easily and lose your balance. It's going to be different for everybody, but that's just 2 stories that I get there. Let's look at your recent past, Leo. Leo's recent past, please. Four of Air. I feel like you took some time to rest and reflect and make plans on a new beginning for yourself, something exciting that inspires you. I don't know why I thought maybe like for some of you, you might be planning on building your own little van, like van life. Not for all of you. 4 of Air, 2 of Wands. Recent past. Celebration. So in your recent past, I feel like you took some time to rest, reflect, maybe hang out with friends a little bit and make your plans. I feel like you weren't necessarily out there getting a lot done, but you were recharging. This is definitely like a recharging station right here. Recharging. Okay. So this is in your recent past. And let's go ahead and look at your 2021 overall. Your 2021 energy overall. How can we sum up 2021? For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, heck, why not Venus? Ace of Fire. That's 2 Ace of Wands we got here. New beginnings. Overall, new beginnings, new passions, new ideas. Going after those plans that you had been making recently. Five of Wands. I feel like you're learning to trust and... 5 of Wands. 5 of Fire in the Zen Osho Zen Tarot. So it's different. This is working with others with full totality, being fully committed to like activities with others. Because if they weren't totally invested in this activity right here, they would drop her, right? So I think you're learning to be totally invested in new beginnings and new connections, collaborations maybe for a lot of you. I feel like you're opening up a lot. And it's going to feel like a warmer community type vibes around you. 2021 summed up. It's very fast and fiery, but I feel like in summary, you're going to be still pretty focused on your pentacles, your independence, your stability, your finances. I feel like you're still not willing to give up control over your feeling stable and secure. You're not willing to give up your security. There's a lot of fire going on next year in 2021. A lot of activities, a lot of ideas and stuff like that. So I feel like maybe it is a good idea for you to remain grounded and independently secure, but still not denying every single collaborative offer that comes your way. You know, there's a lot of offers that are going to be coming your way, and I feel like some of them are going to lead you to gold. So let's look at your abilities and strengths for 2021. Leo's abilities and strengths. We have so far we have the 10 of Water and the 6 of Swords in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. Abilities and strengths. I feel like you are very emotionally stable with other people's projections next year. You're very emotionally stable with other people's projections. And you have a lot of intuition about people's motives. And I feel like you're not so quick to act on it. But with the 6 of Swords in reverse with the High Priestess, I feel like since all of these are in what your abilities and strengths are, you know, these normally wouldn't be the best cards, but since this is in your abilities and strengths, I feel like you can understand people's projections, people's fantasies, and how people project their past experiences onto you. And you're still perfectly content with yourself, and you're like, haha, whatever, and you just brush it off. But also, you're not like too quick to jump down people's throats. You're not too fiery or anything like that. You're willing to walk away peacefully. You know, you're not trying to sacrifice your balance. I feel like you're avoiding conflict in a very responsible way, but I am a little bit concerned about repressing things. So try not to repress anything, because remember, this suppression card was in your life path. So remember to not allow that happen again. So let's look at your love, passions, and interests for 2021. Leo's love, passions, and interests. We have 3 of Clouds. Wow. This is like the 3 of Swords energy. Heartbreak. Feeling isolated. Backstabbed. Betrayed. Frozen. Like numb. Love, passions, interests. Ace of Cups. Wow. Ace of Cups and isolation. So I feel like next year you're going to be very, very attractive, and you're going to pull a lot of lovers to you, and they're all going, and I feel like they're going to want to pour all of their love into your cup, you know, and you're gonna want to reciprocate that. But I feel like there's a deep healing that you're working on with the moon and isolation. I feel like there's a deep healing that you're working on that you're really not trying to ignore. So I feel like there's going to be open communication about what's going on with your heart. Even though you are very giving and you feel the love of the situation, I feel like you're going to be very honest with where you're at in your healing. Love, passions, interests. The Emperor. You're going to be very responsible about where you're at. I feel like you're going to be very responsible and it's so funny that this is a lion. But, and the Emperor's Aries, but you're going to be very stable, strong, but a very open and just Emperor. I think you are very aware of your limitations. Even though you're putting yourself in an abundance mindset, you're walking away from thoughts that used to suppress you. I feel like you're very also self-aware of, you know, your limited human condition. Even though you want to pour your cups into whoever, whatever, with this love, passions, and interests, You're very open about your limitations because of your where you're at in your healing. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your finance, work, and business. Finance, work, and business for Leo 2021. Conditioning. I feel like you're breaking your false conditioning, breaking old false programming. Nine of Air, yeah, definitely freeing yourself. These cards in particular show a freeing, well, not this one, but this one. You see how there's so many lion cards here. Look at you all loud and stuff. But you see how the lion's paws are all tied up? And these sheep are perfectly happy with this lion acting like a sheep, but he is miserable. And I feel like you might be in a job or a position where you're suppressed. Where you're suppressed. Your emotions are suppressed. Your finances are suppressed. Your ideas are suppressed. And so for your work, you're starting to free yourself. All of these birds I see as like the ideas that people have for you, the limits that people have ideas for, you know, everything that people have put into your mind. And you see how happy she is. She's freeing herself from those limits and walking off of that cliff. And she has the wings. It's a very freeing card. You have the knowledge, you have the resources. I feel like some of you might be starting your own business. There it is. Starting your own business with all of the knowledge you have accumulated, because you're not a sheep, you're a lion. And some of you just might be going off on your own with what you've learned. I feel like, you know, changing jobs, changing positions, but definitely an upgrade. The Magician, you're definitely out there manifesting a new beginning for yourself. We have the Two of Wands twice here as well. So obviously you've had these ideas for some time. I feel like you've been having these ideas for some time, and either you've come into the resources to make it available for, or make it possible for you to manifest this stuff, or you're starting to recognize these resources finally, now that you're in this learning recognizing your worth mindset, and moving away from anything that is going to make you feel unsure in an unhealthy way. So you're really out there manifesting, and I feel like I think next year is going to be an investment year for you, and maybe the end, or 2022 is going to be your payoff, your harvest. So let's go ahead and look at Spirit for Leo. Spirit for 2021. We have awareness. That's a major arcana too. I feel like you're burning away all fears and becoming very aware and calm and content with how, you know, the Tao of things. Tao. Awareness. Spirit 2021 for Leo. Ace of Air, yeah, you're getting very, very clear, and I feel like you're also receiving messages from either past relatives that have passed away, or spirit guides, or whatever. You might be really, really meditating and gaining a lot of knowledge, inner knowing, inner confidence. You might be going back to school. Some of you might be going to school to do spiritual work, like vocational work. And you know, something that you wouldn't consider a job, something that you would consider your vocation, your passion. So since this is in your spirit position, it's definitely like, I feel like you're gaining a very clear understanding of everything, and that's how your so easily in this position to maintain your peace in the face of other people's projections, and that's why it's becoming easier to work with others for you, because you are so stable and grounded in yourself, in your resources, and you've been making these plans for a long time. You spent some time celebrating and learning and resting and reflecting, and now you're freaking ready, clearly. Spirit. For Leo. 7 of Wands in reverse. You might have to defend yourself against, but don't become overly defensive, because with a lot of clarity, with your third eye opening, with, you know, gaining a lot of knowledge, comes sometimes a lot of pain and a feeling that you need to defend yourself. But be careful not to bite off or put up so many boundaries that you lose your opportunities, resources, and investments. You know, investments in relationships, investments in business, whatever. Let's go ahead and look at your obstacle for 2021. Almost there, guys. I'm sorry. Obstacles for 2021. Leo's obstacle for next year. Transformation. Leo's obstacle. So it's basically exactly what I said with your spirit over here. So with all of these transformations and all of these clarities, it's easy to become a little bit defensive, maybe, and become a little bit cold with your mouth and ruthless, because you have a lot of knowledge. It's like you contain so much within you that you can't handle the bullshit. I'm the same way. Just try to become a little bit more tolerant, because it's hard looking into all of those cups and seeing, it's hard looking at humanity as it is and seeing all of the suffering and all of that. But if you would just turn around, these cups, these 2 cups are behind that person are full. So this is your obstacle for 2021. Remember, this is the overall, this is your life path. Focusing on the abundance mindset, focusing on what could happen, not what can't happen for you, but what can happen for you. What has, you know, don't suppress yourself in the sufferings of everything that you're seeing, you know, this awareness, new awareness. Yes, you are very emotionally content by yourself, but I feel like your obstacle is definitely looking at the face of suffering and I guess being okay with it. I don't know. It sounds really weird. It's a strange Buddhist thing, and I'm not articulate enough to get it to you, but I hope you feel it. So I'm going to go ahead and look at your overall guidance for 2021. Leo, overall guidance for 2021. Ordinariness, morality, 8 of rainbows and Queen of clouds. Temptation. Okay, so you're gonna see there. You're gonna be tempted by your own thoughts. You're gonna be tempted by your own past cycles, and you're gonna be tempted by a lot of people also. You're on a path of something that's seemingly very ordinary, but it's going to lead you to something very extraordinary. So don't be tempted to be led off of this ordinary path. You're working hard on something that's very, very great, I feel like. And don't shut yourself off from the world. So this card is stay moral, stay clear. But of course there's secrets in the world. And of course there's things that you don't know. Don't shut yourself off from the world. Don't shut yourself off from opportunity. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Don't be too impulsive. Don't be led astray. And don't become too content, if that makes sense. Like, if you're too content, you don't grow. So these are quite the opposite. Like, don't be too impulsive, but don't sit too still, you know? And then this is another one of those, polarities. It's, don't remain clear, cut out anything that isn't going to serve you, but also don't become too cold and don't shut yourself out from opportunity. And, stay on track with the ordinary because it's going to lead you to extraordinary. Life is very vibrant. Don't be led off the path by temptation. Whatever, Spirit. Hello. Okay, I'm just here to read it. So, outcome for 2021, and then we'll finish this up. Leo's outcome for 2021. Six of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Air. Feel like you're no longer going to be giving yourself away freely. Remember the shadow in the beginning, giving yourself away too freely and sacrificing your stability. That was for, I feel like that was split. It was half and half. But by the end of the year, I feel like you're going to know when to walk away and not sacrifice yourself and give yourself away too easily. And it's going to feel lighter, a lot lighter. When you rid yourself of the burdens of giving yourself away to the wrong people, you're going to feel lighter, more playful. I feel like you're going to get a lot more done as far as your life plans for yourself. Those plans that you were making with all of these Two of Wands here. And I feel like anything that's going to suppress you, you're going to need to just handle with integrity and try to focus on the cups that are full, not the cups that have spilt, and gain clarity and understanding through your transformations. Don't get too cold. You have a very big year as far as like work and investments and your spiritual development for sure. So that's nice. Let's get it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Donate if you feel so inclined. It does help a lot. So, all right, one guide card, 2021 for Leo. $52 in reverse, Black Panther. Let's see. If you're into numerology, I would give that a look-see. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the last one. Integrity, impeccability. So, if Jaguar is hanging upside down from the tree limb today, you may have created an enlightenment trap for yourself. Has the misuse of authority kept you from walking your path with impeccability? Have you betrayed your personal integrity to accommodate others? Are you engaged in some activity that lessens your potential? If so, call your spirit or energy back. Integrity requires a forgiving and open heart. Compassion and mercy are also needed. Self-blame or pointing fingers at others only shows your lack of integrity. In contrary, Jaguar always warns you to correct any need to control others, any abuse of influences, any form of manipulation, moralistic judgments, dishonesty, hidden agendas, envy, greed, or victim-like jealousy that may be affecting your life. If you have slipped, allow a temporary lapse of impeccability to compromise your integrity. You need to rectify your misdeeds. Jaguar reminds us, become impeccable, use integrity, and you will thrive. Dog, be loyal, keep your promises to yourself. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much.